In a heartbreaking and shocking development, it has been reported that former One Direction member Payne has allegedly taken his own life. Initial reports are beginning to surface, connecting his tragic death to an ongoing battle with substance use, raising serious concerns about the pressures faced by celebrities in the music industry.
It's rock bottom for me, and you would never have seen it. I'm very good at hiding it. No one would have ever seen it. But rock bottom, I mean, I don't even...
Breaking news that we did want to bring you right now. A former One Direction band member, Payne, he has now been found dead at age 31 years old. He died outside a hotel in the Argentina capital of Buenos Aires. That is according to local media, saying that the 31-year-old British musician was found dead after falling from the hotel's third floor.
Kind of break it down. So I've been seeing ones like this everywhere, and honestly ones that say she needs to keep his name out of her mouth, she's obsessed, blah blah blah, they broke up years ago. Well, I made a 5-second TikTok about something he talked about on a podcast. He was the one airing out everyone's dirty laundry on a podcast, so it's okay for him to talk, but the minute I make a 5-second video, it's over, right? Also, you're calling me obsessed. Oh, she's crazy. This would happen when you are with someone who's obsessed, blah, blah, blah. Y'all don't even know what happens behind closed doors or in private. Ever since we broke up, he messages me, will blow up my phone, mind you. Not only from his phone number, it's always from different phone numbers too. So I never know where it's gonna come from. He'll create new iCloud accounts to iMessage me. It's always a damn new iCloud account. I'm like, every time I see one pop up on my phone, I'm like, here we go again. Also, will email me. And he does this when he gets his phone taken away. Also, not only me, but he'll blow up my mom's phone. Is that normal behavior to you? But I'm crazy for making a 5-second TikTok about something that he brought to the internet? And is also messaging my friends. Not only was he messaging them, I found out later while we were together, so they could go over to his house apparently, but then was messaging my best friend to come over to his house when his girlfriend was gone, was saying, oh, my girlfriend's gone, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's the one that is constantly doing weird. And also, might I add, literally said, oh, the reason he has all these people on his damn Snapchat, which he has for years apparently, that he messages or whatever, and on Instagram, and he says that he preys on One Direction fans because they will always be loyal to him and they won't tell on him.
Maya and Liam became public in 2019, right around the time that Liam started working on his sobriety. Interestingly, this was also when Liam became friends with Russell Brand, a man who would later be accused of the same behavior that Maya accused Liam of.
That means women feel safe around me, they trust me, then bang, pregnant, bang, pregnant, bang, pregnant. Catherine is welcome to see me. She's not, no, don't do it, trust me, don't do this. Well, it's been really a one-suit sleep. I can undo your bra, just like this. Oh, you've got a bit of hair on your face. Oh, come and stay at mine. Oh, it's all right, I'll sleep on the couch. Bang, pregnant. Pop yourself down on my knee and see if we can't get you pregnant.
Give yourself to him, Brittany. Sleep with Russell. Sleep with him, damn you.
I'm going to scoop you up in my arms and carry off to a world of wonder where you forget your own name, but I won't forget it. It's Sam, the gorgeous morning sunrise Sunday sexy woman for teenage boys.
I'm a very good girl. Are you good? Mm-hmm. I don't think God would give you that body and then give you sort of morality.
And if I connect with that, then we'll be okay. Careful, because that's a low-cut dress.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I'm only flesh and blood. I've got instincts.
Oh,
look at them nipples. They could lactate any moment.
Are some very serious allegations that I absolutely refute. These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual. I was always transparent about that then, almost too transparent. And I'm being transparent about it now as well. And to see that transparency metastasized into something criminal that I absolutely deny makes me question, is there another agenda at play? Particularly when we've seen coordinated media attacks before, like with Joe Rogan when he dared to take a medicine that the mainstream media didn't approve of, and we saw a spate of headlines from media outlets across the world using the same language. I'm aware that you guys have been saying in the comments for a while, watch out Russell, they're coming for you, you're getting too close to the truth, Russell Brand did not kill himself. I know that a year ago there was a spate of articles, Russell Brand's a conspiracy theorist, Russell Brand's right wing. I'm aware of news media making phone calls, sending letters to people I know for ages and ages. It's been clear to me, or at least it feels to me, like there's a serious and concerted agenda to control these kind of spaces and these kind of voices. And I mean my voice along with your voice. I don't mind them using my books and my stand-up to talk about my promiscuous consensual conduct in the past. What I seriously refute are these very, very serious criminal allegations. Also, it's worth mentioning that there are witnesses whose evidence directly contradicts the narratives that these two mainstream media outlets are trying to construct, apparently in what seems to me to be a coordinated attack. Now, I don't want to get into this any further because of the serious nature of the allegations, but I feel like I'm being attacked, and plainly they are working very closely together. We are obviously going to look into this matter because it's very, very serious. In the meantime, I want you to stay close, stay awake, but more important than any of that, if you can, please stay free.
Now, believe it or not, but Russell Brand was actually connected to Diddy, and had even gone on camera saying that once you become friends with Diddy, you have to do things you don't want to, because Diddy's just that powerful.
Diddy's new to me, right? He looked after me, he took me on an enforced holiday to Vegas. He's a very intense man because I think he come from nothing and now he's very, very powerful. People that do stuff like that, they're intense. Now, I like him, he's very influential. Say that you don't want to do something and Diddy does want you to do it. It's really hard to not do that thing.
Is it the mind?
He's a bit like the mind. Like, he's very influential. Like, say Diddy went, could you pick me up from the airport? I've got back from holiday, or I'm going away, would you feed my fish? And really didn't want to feed his fish. Oh, how much fish food you put in? He'd still do it because you think, oh, don't upset him. He's an influential person.
I got it.
So he's a good laugh, but if you, imagine you get very friendly with him, he might ask you for loads of favours, and then you can't say no to him. That's my worry, because I've become friends with him now. What if he starts, oh, pick us up from the airport, feed the fish, can I borrow your vacuum cleaner? It's going to be pressure.
It's going to kind of become his...
I don't want to be nobody's. I've worked too hard in life. Not even Diddy's. That's the problem.
Russell Brand is not going to be Diddy's bitch.
Nobody's.
So I can catch him and get him to the Greek June 4th?
June the 4th it comes out on.
Around the same time that Liam started hanging out with Russell Brand, he also had a fling with Naomi Campbell, Diddy's ex-girlfriend. Naomi Campbell has a history of being abusive and was even connected with Jeffrey Epstein. It's incredibly suspicious how as soon as Liam started meeting people connected to Diddy, allegations of abuse about Liam also started to come forward.
There's been a lot of headlines recently, Naomi, connecting you to Mr. Liam Payne, formerly of One Direction.
And?
Any truth to these rumours?
I've never discussed my personal life.
Well, that's all going to change because...
Next.
I'm going to ask you another question.
Okay. Another name.
Okay. Drake, you got quite close to Drake?
I never discussed my personal life. I mean, it's crazy. It's like one day it's one person, the next day it's another. Who's tomorrow?
You were not aware of Epstein activities. Did you know who he was?
Yes, I knew him. I was introduced to him on my 31st birthday.
Naomi Campbell, she had the formula.
Now, what's Naomi Campbell's formula?
I don't know, whatever it was, it got a
manipulation tactic to keep me, I don't know, it's kind of complicated, but I always felt like it was so that I could continue to feel bad for him. And because he would always message me ever since we broke up, like, oh, I'm not well. He would always play with death and be like, well, I'm gonna die. I'm not doing well. And There was one time I tried to get him help, and then he was like not taking it. He would text my mom, "I'm not doing well, have Maya contact me," because I wouldn't respond. And it's just always the same cycle. And every time that, like, for example, when I announced my book, he did the same thing. He called my mom, I think I'm not going to be around much longer. And
oh my God.
And I don't play with death. So I'm like, if you say this, I'm going to try and help you no matter what you've done. And I think he took advantage of my family's kindness. And I was like, if you want to go back to rehab, I'll help you, even though, you know, whatever. And not that I ever wanted to be back with him, but he's still somebody's child. He's somebody's brother. Like, if that were my brother, you know, I would want someone to help him too. And so, but I always just, in the end, I felt like it was a manipulation. And I'm like, especially after everything you've done, I've told you to leave me alone. As of like recent events that have happened, I can't speak on legally, but like, it's just gotten so much worse. But yeah, I always just felt really bad. And I always just felt like because he would always say, sorry, this is such a long answer. It's just like,
no, you're good.
But he would always just say, "I'm so sorry for everything I've done. I can't live with myself," but then is continuing to like try and traumatize me. And so I always just felt like it was just like a whole manipulation to maybe keep me from not saying anything or keep me on his good side in a way. So,
or keep you at like...
For the keep on hurting people. That annoys me. I've just not been very good at relationships. And I know what my pattern of things is with relationships, I feel at this point. I'm just not very good at them, so I just need to like work on myself first before I put myself onto somebody else. And I feel that's what, you know, that's where I got to in my last relationship. I just wasn't given a very good version of me anymore that I didn't appreciate and I didn't like being. And I can honestly say that I feel better out of it. I didn't feel good for doing what I did, but it had to happen. I mean, I know that's the corniest way of saying it was the best for both of us. Like, whatever, cool, nice story, bro. But it just feels like that.
Very self-aware for you to know that you
Oh yeah, no, I know it was a problem, so I need to sort myself out, and I already feel good, so it's got me more concentrated.
Gonna realize what they've done is bad, or they do realize, but they know that they can get away with it, which is what has happened to him for so many damn years. Everything gets swept under the rug, everything gets hidden for him. I don't know who the hell is behind all of this, but nothing ever comes out about him, because either I understand people are scared, but also it's hard when you have these people that jump down your throat for speaking the truth on things that have happened, and quite frankly, very disgusting things that have happened and disgusting things that he's done. And he knows that too. He knows that he can get away with anything. He's told me. And, oh, don't tell anyone because they're not going to believe you anyways. Like, the fans always have our back. We can do whatever, you know, we want, and they're always going to defend us. And he's right. That's the thing, is he's not even wrong, and he knows, and he uses that. So if that's who y'all want to defend, have at it. You're defending someone you don't even know. You literally don't know him. I lived in a house with him for years. I'm pretty sure I can speak on my own experiences, and then y'all tell me, oh, no, he would never do that. Do you hear yourself? And then everyone is just sitting here saying, oh, well, you know, I mean, I'm not going to go too much into me talking about the damn book, but, oh, that was all fake, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. I'm literally saying, no, it's not. But I think everyone wants...
There's a video of it online, screaming in his hotel room. Like, I thought my brother was about to fight Zayn, and then Gigi tweeted at Jay, calling him like ugly and irrelevant, and that went crazy viral. And you know, Jake is ugly.
She tweeted something
but he's not irrelevant.
Then she tweeted something about get yourself like a respectful man or something.
Yeah.
That one didn't age very well.
It didn't age.
No, listen. Before we go too deeply into this, there's many reasons why I dislike Zayn, and there's many reasons why I'll always be on his side. If I had to go through what he went through his growth and whatever else, you know, your parents are very supportive.
Very.
My parents are overly supportive to the point where it's annoying at times, and they don't even mind me saying that. And Zayn had a different upbringing in that sense, and you can always look at the man for where he is and say, oh yeah, whatever, that guy's a dick, right? But at the end of the day, once you understand what he's been through to get to that point, and also whether or not he actually even wanted to be there, and also, I'm so misunderstood by myself more than anyone. Like, I don't know what I'm doing or why I'm here. It's like, I can't sit here and dick on him because of whatever. And listen, I don't agree with any of his actions. I can't commend some of the things that he's done. I can't be on his side for that. What I can say is I understand, and I hope that your only hope is that at some point in their life, the person on the other end of the phone wants to receive the help that you're willing to give them. That's all.
You actually just want to go support. You want to go stand up there and like take the attention away from everyone. And you're standing there, really? Because you know everyone's going to be videotaping you. And just like you did at Louis' concert the day my book came out, don't even get me started. That's going to be another story time of what happened before my damn book came out and like the lengths these people went to. That's next. Don't even get me started with these damn manipulations. But yeah, it's like this whole thing happened and then pops up at Louis' concert. And I just can't even, I just have to tell the whole story because it's long. But anyways, yeah, to distract, because he literally knows that if he's with any of the boys that it's gonna get so much attention and it's gonna go crazy on like social media or whatever. So yeah. Also, is there a statute of limitation for when I can talk freely on TikTok? Why years later? Well, if you knew everything that happened, like, that's the thing. You just don't even know what's happened. So I have a right to say whatever I feel on TikTok. First Amendment right, freedom of speech. And it's...
Or maybe 3 ups on somebody. Diddy always been the type of individual that want to have ups on the next person no matter what they was doing. Like, he always played artists against each other. He did it to Big, he did it to Craig Mack. You understand? I said before, he did the stuff to Ja Rule, you know what I'm saying? So had the ups on Ja Rule so he could go after Jay-Z. You understand what I'm saying? So he always played those kind of up games on people. So to have those cameras and know what he was doing, it's gonna give him the ups on everybody who came to that party. Even your favorite basketball player. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. We know who said that. He may be one of the persons got caught up in the Diddy party.
Other celebrities have also spoken out about how all of Hollywood is a mafia right now, and unless you do what the elites say, you're not going to last.
Yes. Do I believe there's people behind the scenes that are homosexuals that are pushing buttons? Yes. Yes. And that they want you to be down with their in order to push the button for you? Absolutely. And this is part of it. You just saw one of the gay mafia members. That's who he is. That's who Puffy is. He's one of the members of the mob. He's a mafia member. But he might not be Don Carl. He's not the Godfather. You see? He's not the Godfather. He's one of the heads of the families. You see? We have different families in this thing. We got Bad Boy. We got fucking what do we have? Death Row over here. We have the different we got fucking Arista Records and LaFace. These are the fucking families in the mafia. You dig? Those record companies are like